Welcome back to the Fix Ops Roundtable. My name is Stephen Hackbarth. Today I'm joined with Laney Jakeway, and we're here at the Lithia Suburban Collection, and we're going to be talking about what it takes for a successful Fix Ops department in 2026. So, starting down the line, if you just want to introduce yourself and talk about what you do.
Hi, I'm with Suburban Collision. My name is Victor Petrie. I'm the general manager of the Suburban Collision Body Shops.
Jim Elder, General Manager at Suburban Ford and Suburban Chrysler.
David Reinicke, President of Automotive Warranty Network.
Shon, Kingrey, Vice President of Fixed Operations for the Kaiser Automotive Group.
And I'm Laney Jakeway, a student at Northwood University. So for our first question, what role do leadership and mentorship play in personal and professional growth?
Well, I think it plays a huge role. So I started off thinking this is going to be a part-time job when I was 26 years ago, and I'm staying, and I'm glad I did. So I had a mentor kind of bring me up the ranks and kind of watch how things change with everything, with Suburban itself and the way the auto industry changed over the years. And I think it's a good thing to have mentors and good leadership, and it definitely changed my life.
As Victor said, one of our core values is continuous improvement, right? So, when we hire entry level employees, whether it be in service or in sales, even, we look for the potential down the road. We're not just hiring for that day. If we hire college students and they have the potential, we will mentor them, put them with experienced service advisors, even with technicians, and move them through the system so they can grow and prosper.
I think mentorship is extremely important. Early in my career, I had a mentor, and I showed a great interest in, at the time, technology and IT. And as somebody saw that thirst in me and mentored me and, brought me up through the ranks. So, passing that on down the line, when you find somebody that's hungry, interested in what you're doing, it's important to bring them up and, make them the best they can be. So.
For me, and again, I said this on our previous panel as well, the speed of the leader, speed of the team. If you don't have a leader with a positive outlook and doesn't understand that growing the business from within is the key, because anybody can hire from without. Anybody can go out and recruit and pay somebody more money, but that just means they're going to do the same to you in return. It has to come from within, and the drive has to be from the leader. It's really all about the leadership, and the leader has to come in every day wanting to. It's got to be his drive, or what we say. What's his why? His why has to be his people and not just the money.
Yeah.
Wow. And we talk a little bit about leadership, and especially going into 2026, one of the hot topics is technology, whether it's AI or any sort of technology. How do you think technology plays a part in fixed operations today?
I think it plays a huge part in fixed operations. I mean, I see it personally in the last couple of years. We got big into AI, just with customers being able to reach out to us right away. Communication's huge, so we get right back to them within seconds or minutes. I mean, it's awesome. Scheduling, AI does our scheduling for us. So technology plays a huge factor in fixed ops right now. Just like I said, scheduling cars, customer updates, keeping communication lines open with customers. So right now it's great. I see it improving as time goes on. So we're definitely in the right here.
And I'll go next if you don't mind. I think, as far as technology and AI being a big one, and nobody likes change. Clients have to, accept that change in AI. And we as a business have struggled with a good BDC AI tool. We're all looking for it. We're all looking for it every single day. But in David's world, the warranty side of it, AI plays a big part of it. Video is a big part of it. It's all part of technology. Again, communication key, texting and communication with the client. Now there is no excuse why the phone rings all the time, or a client comes in and says, I haven't been contacted in a week. Those days are gone. They've got to be long gone. And part of that, you have to change the culture to accept that technology is part of who we are.
For sure, I think it's about meeting the customer where they're at, right? So every customer and every person can get instant answers on their phone or look up information that they don't know right directly on their phone. So basically, what AI does for us, it's really not about the technology. It's about meeting them where they're at, right? Seamlessly, quickly, fast, efficient, so we can give them the answers that they need and what they expect and meet their expectations.
And I think to add to that, I think everything that's been said here, AI contributes to the customer experience and everything like that. But also automating routine tasks helps improve efficiency in the dealerships too, and in certain processes. There's so many tasks that a person does in systems every day that it's routine. It's the same 6 clicks. It's the same 10 movements. So, automating as much as you can to improve efficiency and save time of staff.
Fixing vehicles is the same way. 80% of what we fix is repetitive. The same thing breaks on the same cars every day. It's the same thing. Making the text type the same stories. Have that all built. Again, it's all technology, and it's all just improving efficiencies.
Yeah. And like how you said, AI helps technology improvements and convenience for your customers. How does the mobile service change your operations, and what are some obstacles that you've faced with that?
I mean, mobile service has been huge for fixed operations, and it's really just at the infancy stages right now. Even though we've been in it for 5 years, it's ever evolving. Obviously with the software and the technology that comes about, and the capabilities of mobile service. And again, it all comes back to just meeting the customer where they want to be, right? And meeting where they're at, and creating less friction points. Nobody's ever raised their hand and said, I want to bring my car in for service and wait in the line and talk to an advisor and then sit in the lounge and have coffee, right? So they'd rather do that from their comfort of their couch. So that's mobile services. It's a convenience for the customer. It's good for us because it relieves a lot of the pressure from the shop itself and from the advisor itself. So it's a win-win on both ends.
And mobile service is a large industry trend right now, and we kind of want to get your guys' advice towards other dealers trying to grow their business, or with any other industry trends. What advice would you give dealers trying to grow their business?
Don't overthink it. That's the biggest thing. You got to jump in. The first step is to take the first step, right? So we tried to plan it out and make it sure we had a perfect process before we rolled it out. And I don't think that's the way to do it, because you're always going to have to pivot. You're always going to have to change your processes, the people that, handle it, from the incoming leads to sending the van out itself. You just got to get in it. Just do it, figure it out, learn it. There's no perfect process in the beginning.
I think his answer is don't overthink it. Remove the roadblocks. It's all the same thing. Listen to your people. Listen to the people who are in the trenches. They'll tell you what the roadblocks are. Forget the naysayers and the people that are fighting the change. But if you listen to your people and you hear where the roadblocks are and you remove the roadblocks, all of a sudden it starts to become profitable, efficient, and everybody wants to do it. And then it's not a change anymore. It's just the culture of who you are.
And do you find that there's any large industry trends right now going to 2026 with the collision? And what advice would you give?
Well, like I said, there's a lot of changes. Cars are definitely different than they were 5 years ago. I mean, just with all the safety features and everything else. So with the trends, cost difference, insurance claims are different. Everything's a little different right now. Just gotta learn patience. So we just gotta educate our customers, let them know what's going on with their vehicles, keep them up to date. And I think with the AI and with a lot of the texting features and what we have going on right now, it definitely makes things a lot easier with communications.
Amazing. And what would you say? Are there any industry trends right now that you're looking that you could give some good advice on?
For myself, I work in the world of warranty. So, I'm not in the dealership customer facing with the customer experience. So, for dealerships, I would say the trend we're seeing right now in the warranty world is audits. And, I know I keep banging the table on audits, but we're seeing a lot of audits. Manufacturers are coming in auditing dealerships with these higher labor rates, parts markups. So we're seeing more audits than we have in years past. So we're really trying to help dealerships prepare for that, and help mitigate some of those chargebacks that potentially could happen because the technician didn't repair the vehicle properly, didn't document the repair properly. So in my world, that's what we're seeing trending. So
With technology and mobile service, it sounds like there's a lot to be excited about in 2026. So thank you all for your valuable insights about what it takes to be successful in fixed operations. We really appreciate your time.